वेलकम टू एसओएमपी। आज के बिग पिक्चर डिबेट का टॉपिक है गुड गवर्नेंस डे। ये जो टॉपिक है आप यूज कर सकते हैं जीएस पेपर 2 इन दी सब टॉपिक्स। एंड ये पैनलिस्ट है आज के डिस्कशन के। सो आइए देखते हैं कि कंटेक्स्ट क्या है। गुड गवर्नेंस डे इज ऑब्जर्व्ड एनुअली ऑन 25th December to mark the birth anniversary of our former Prime Minister, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. This day, it aims to let the citizens and the students know about the government's responsibility and duties that it needs to fulfill. Significance क्या है इस दिन का? This day, it acts as a reminder to the present government that it should be unbiased, transparent, and development oriented. So let us see Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji के tenure में क्या क्या हुआ था so that his birthday is commemorated as a good governance day. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he served as a prime minister between 1998 and 1999 and also between 1999 and 2004. He was elected to the Indian Parliament for more than 10 times, which includes both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. He also served as an external affairs minister in the Prime Minister Morarji Desai cabinet. इनके टेन्योर के दौरान में पोखरण 2 nuclear test was conducted and also India fought Kargil war during his tenure. 2002 में वाजपेयी गवर्नमेंट ने एक एक्ट पास किया था विच इज नोन एज प्रिवेंशन ऑफ टेररिज्म एक्ट। ये एक्ट एक्चुअली आया था फॉलोइंग द पार्लियामेंट्री अटैक विच टुक प्लेस इन 2001। सो दिस एक्ट it aims to strengthen the anti-terrorism activities in the country. Also, in 2015, he was conferred with the India's highest civilian award, that is Bharat Ratna. वाजपेयी जी के टेन्योर के दौरान बहुत सारे सक्सेसफुल स्कीम्स भी लॉन्च हुए थे जैसे कि प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना, नेशनल हाईवे डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट एंड ऑल्सो सर्व शिक्षा अभियान विच एम्स टू improve the quality of education in primary and secondary schools were launched during his tenure. So, in his legacy, the world's longest tunnel at Rohtang, it is located on the Leh and Manali highway, is named as Atal Tunnel. Also, the third largest cable stayed bridge in India is located over the Mandovi River, which is being named as Atal Setu. गवर्नमेंट ने साथ ही साथ एक गुड गवर्नेंस डे के दिन इन 2019 ही दे लॉन्च्ड an index called as good governance index. So these were the things which happened during the Atal Vajpayee tenure. So what is good governance? जो भी action government लेता है to manage its affairs in a state or a country, it is called as governance. And good governance is a function of installation of positive virtues of the administration and also elimination of vices of dysfunctionalities. So this good governance, it will make the government work effective, credible, and legitimate in the administrative system. And साथ ही साथ, it will make government citizen friendly, value caring, and people sharing. ये good governance को measure करने के लिए there are total 8 indicators which is being provided. So let us see those indicators. First is participatory. जो भी हम decisions लेंगे, it should include different sectors of the society. Also, there is a need to follow the proper rule of law. The next indicator is effective and efficient. जो भी decision making लिया जाएगा by the institutions and all, it should be effective and efficient. Next is equitable and inclusive. This actually means that all the members of the society, especially the vulnerable ones or the grassroots level, it must be taken into consideration in the policy making decisions. नेक्स्ट इज रिस्पॉन्सिव। इसका मतलब ये है कि जो भी इंस्टीट्यूशंस एंड प्रोसेसेस होते हैं दे शुड सर्व ऑल द स्टेक होल्डर्स इन अ टाइमली एंड appropriate manner. Next is transparent. It is actually an indicator of good governance, which means that people are open to information regarding the decision making processes and implementation of the same. The next indicator is accountability. It means answerability or responsibility of one's action. Next is consensus oriented. Governance is consensus oriented. जब भी जो भी decisions लिया जाएगा, it should be taken into consideration of the different viewpoints of the actors of the society. सारे stakeholders को साथ में लेके decisions लेना होगा. So these are few indicators of the good governance. So how to measure the status of governance? To measure this, एक index launch हुई थी last year, which is called as Good Governance Index. It is a tool to assess the status of governance and impact of various interventions which is being taken up by the state governments and UTs. इनके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं टू प्रोवाइड क्वांटिफाइबल डाटा सो दैट कि वो कंपेयर कर सके कि क्या स्टेट के क्या स्टेटस है गवर्नेंस का इन ऑल द स्टेट्स एंड यूटीज. Also, it enables the state and UTs to formulate and implement the suitable strategies so that वो improve कर सके अपने governance system को. Also, there is इनका major objective है to shift the result oriented approaches and administration. ये जो गुड गवर्नेंस इंडेक्स है इट इज टेकन इनटू कंसिडरेशन इट टेक्स इनटू कंसिडरेशन 10 सेक्टर्स जैसे कि एग्रीकल्चर एंड एलिड सेक्टर्स, कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री, एचआरडी, पब्लिक हेल्थ, पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एंड यूटिलिटीज, इकोनॉमिक गवर्नेंस, social and welfare and development, judicial public security, environment, and citizen-centric governance. So based on this, क्या findings है? Based on these sectors, क्या findings रहे हैं? States के and states and UTs के. पहले तो it has been categorized in three different categories. First is big states, northeastern hill states, and union territories. ये जो actually data है ये 2019 में आया था. So, in the category of big states, Tamil Nadu topped the index, followed by Maharashtra, Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, and Andhra Pradesh, whereas states like Odisha, Bihar, Goa, UP, and Jharkhand were the poor performers. नॉर्थ ईस्ट एंड हिल स्टेट्स की कैटेगरी में देखा जाए तो हिमाचल प्रदेश टॉप्ड एंड विच वाज फॉलोड बाय उत्तराखंड, त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम एंड सिक्किम. जम्मू कश्मीर, मणिपुर, मेघालय, नागालैंड एंड अरुणाचल प्रदेश were the worst performers in this group. And in the category of Union Territory, Puducherry was the best governed UT, which was followed by Chandigarh and Delhi, and Lakshadweep is the worst performing UT. So these were few findings of the GGI and the method to measure the status of governance. So now let us see कि क्या challenges हैं good governance के. The major two challenges is criminalization of politics and corruption. ऑल्सो जेंडर डिस्पैरिटी बहुत ज्यादा है इंडिया में. देर इज अ patriarchal mindset and attitude. There is also a delay in justice all the time. There is an effective implementation of laws and rules. One of the major challenge of good governance is there are low levels of awareness of rights and duties of citizens. Citizens को पता ही नहीं है कि उनके क्या duties and rights हैं. Also, the political intervention in the various so-called there is political intervention in the so-called autonomous institutions like CVC, RBI, CBI. So, जिसके कारण it is acting as a barrier for good governance. The nexus of crime and politics is so strong that जो भी common citizens हैं of our country, they don't have a stand to say or exert their rights. So actually देखा जाए तो these two things, that is criminalization of politics and corruptions, these are major challenges and these are few challenges which needs to be addressed as well. So what can be the way forward? In spite of such challenges, there are good opportunities and initiatives which has been taken by the government in the past decade for attaining this good governance. जैसे कि right to information, which pursue uh, uh, transparency, e-governance, vigilance awareness week, which helped in collective participation and prevention of fight against corruption. Next is decentralization, jam trinity for the direct benefit transfer. ये जो jam trinity है which is also known as Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile Trinity, ये help करता है to plug the leakages of the government subsidy. Next is Pragati platform. ये जो Pragati platform है, it reviews and monitors the various governmental projects across the country. That means it ensures transparency, accountability, and responsibility. Swamitva scheme. Swamitva scheme, it enables the villages to use the property as a financial asset for taking loans and other financial benefits. And next is Mission Karma Yogi. It aims to prepare the Indian civil servants for the future by making them more creative, transparent, enabling, technology enabled, etc. So these are few initiatives which is being taken by the government to enhance the good governance. So right now, the need of an hour is the rightful implementations of these schemes. Next is we need to increase the awareness among the people for their rights and duties. There is also a need for appropriate policies for delegation, decentralization, and fixing accountability. There is a need to increase the women participation in the labor market to ensure economic growth and development. Thus, देखा जाए तो informed citizen and enhancing the other ways for participating democracy, it will lead to effective good governance in the country. So that's all for today. If you found this video helpful, like the video, comment on it. Also subscribe to the channel. You can also join our Telegram channel, which is at the rate SOMP Guidance for further updates. Thank you.